Please be seated. Pro-Chancellor, graduates, guests, and members of the university community, good morning and welcome. I'm Tim Maillet, Director of Future Learners here at UTS. Graduations are one of the university's most important events. This year, the university will hold approximately 50 ceremonies both here in Sydney and in Shanghai. I'd like to introduce you to the official party who are here on stage. Seated at the center of the stage is Dr. Jack Steele, Pro-Chancellor of the university. The Pro-Chancellor is joined by Mr. Glenn Babington, Chief Operating Officer and Vice President, Mr. Alec Lynch, who will deliver the occasional address, Professor Andrew Johnston, Head of Discipline, Interaction Design, School of Computer Science of the Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology, who will be presenting graduates this morning. The other people seated on the stage are Professor Michael Blumenstein, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Business Creation and Major Facilities. Professors, academics, and professional staff from faculties and institutes who have played such a large part in the success of today's graduates. I'd also like to acknowledge members of staff that are graduating today. Yichao Li, Zihe Liu, Gyung-jer Ma, Pen Yan, and Byor-Yuan Jung. Congratulations. It now gives me great pleasure to invite Dr. Jack Steele, Pro-Chancellor, to formally open proceedings.
Good morning, everybody. In the name of the Council, I declare the congregation of the University of Technology, Sydney, duly assembled. On behalf of the University of Technology, Sydney, before we begin the proceedings and behalf of all of those present, I would like to acknowledge and pay respects to the traditional owners of the land on which we meet, the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. It is upon their ancestral lands that UTS stands. Similarly, I would also like to pay respects to the elders, both past and present, acknowledging them as the traditional custodians of knowledge for this place. In this graduation ceremony, we will celebrate the confer of awards upon graduates from the Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology. Today's ceremony marks a great achievement for the graduates and recognises the support which they have received from family and friends, many of whom are here today. We warmly welcome you, and together we celebrate the achievements of the graduates. I now invite Professor Andrew Johnston, Head of Discipline, Interactive Design, School of Computer Science of the Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology, to present graduates.
Pro-Chancellor, I invite graduates in the Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology to stand. Pro-Chancellor, the UTS Council has resolved that candidates recommended to it by the Faculty Board in Engineering and Information Technology as eligible for awards have completed all requirements of a course of study approved by the Board and has conferred these awards upon them. Pro-Chancellor, I now present those graduates from the Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology who are here before you to acknowledge the awards for which they have qualified.
On behalf of the Council of the University of Technology, Sydney, I congratulate graduates on their achievements in obtaining the awards for which they have qualified.
Graduates, please be seated. Pro-Chancellor, research degree programs, including PhD and Master by Thesis, are instrumental in helping us to achieve our vision to be a world-leading Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology. In addition to their passion and commitment, our research student cohort contributes innovative and entrepreneurial ideas that advance UTS and the field at large. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you graduates receiving research degrees. The following students have graduated with the Doctor of Philosophy. Sarvjit Singh Gurn, for a thesis entitled Cybersecurity Governance Framework for Board Directors, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Professor Asif Gill and Co-Supervisor Professor Ghassan Bedwan. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Sarvjit Singh Gurn. Ming Fei Han, for a thesis entitled Evolving Video Analysis from Object Perception to Holistic Understanding, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Professor Xiaojun Chang and Co-Supervisor Professor Yi Yang. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Min Fei Han. Si Hu, for a thesis entitled Towards a Unified Multi-Agent Reinforcement Learning Framework, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Professor Xiaojun Chang and Co-Supervisor Dr. Shenju Wang. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Si Hu. Sami Karali, for a thesis entitled Automatic Detection and Verification System for Arabic Rumour News Tweets on Twitter, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor, Distinguished Professor Chin Teng Lin, and Co-Supervisors Dr. Mukesh Prasad and Dr. Yu Cheng Chung. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Sami Karali. Yichia Li, for a thesis entitled Faithful and Fair Generative Explainers for Graph Neural Networks, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Dr. Jianlong Zhou and Co-Supervisor Distinguished Professor Feng Chen. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Yichia Li. Baoping Liu, for a thesis entitled A Study on the Detection of Generative Visual Data, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Dr. Bo Liu and Co-Supervisor Professor Jianqing Zhu. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Baoping Liu. Zihe Liu, for a thesis entitled Deep Reinforcement Learning in Non-Stationary Environments, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor, Distinguished Professor Jia Lu, and Co-Supervisors Associate Professor Guanchuan Zhang and Dr. Jun Yu Xuan. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Zihe Liu. Guangji Ma, for a thesis entitled Transfer Learning with Imprecise Observations, Theory and Algorithms, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor, Distinguished Professor Jia Lu, and Co-Supervisors Dr. Feng Liu and Associate Professor Guangchuan Zhang. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Guangji Ma. Louis Camden Pratt for a thesis entitled Digital Renaissance, Expanding Contemporary Sculpture Through Digital Simulation and Tool Development, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Professor Andrew Johnston and co-supervisors Dr. Andrew Bluff and Dr. Nico Petroni. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Louis Camden Pratt. Rabi Sharma for a thesis entitled Maritime Surveillance Using Instant Segmentation Techniques, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Professor Maya Blumenstein and co-supervisors Distinguished Professor Chin Teng Lin and Dr. Mohammed Saqib. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Rabi Sharma. Yui Tan for a thesis entitled Federated Representation Learning Across Heterogeneous Clients, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor, Associate Professor Guodong Long, and co-supervisor Dr. Jin Jiang. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Yui Tan. Peng Yan for a thesis entitled Towards Explainable Personalization for Federated Learning, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Emeritus Professor Chen Chi Jiang and co-supervisor Associate Professor Guodong Long. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Peng Yan. NU for a thesis entitled Adaptive Learning Under Concept Drift for Multiple Data Streams, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor, Distinguished Professor Jia Lu, and co-supervisor, Associate Professor Guanchuan Zhang. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you Dr. NU. Akira Zhao for a thesis entitled Exploring Pedestrian Behaviour Through Deep Learning Methods in Smart Cities, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor, Associate Professor Huan Ho, and co-supervisor, Associate Professor Weidong Huang. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Akira Zhao. Boiwen Zhang for a thesis entitled Explaining Imitation Learning, Potentials in Pre-Processing Language for Explanations and Frame-Wise Importance, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Dr. Jianlong Zhou and co-supervisor Distinguished Professor Feng Chen. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Boiwen Zhang. Pro-Chancellor, each year UTS recognises a select few undergraduate candidates of exceptional merit. Such candidates are honoured by the award of the University Medal. Pro-Chancellor, I now present to you a graduate receiving an undergraduate award and the University Medal in the Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology. The following student has graduated with the Bachelor of Information Technology Co-op with distinction and the University Medal. Tommy Patrick Sarkisian. Pro-Chancellor, we will now present to you our coursework graduates receiving awards today.
The following students have graduated with the Executive Master of Technology Management, Shahed Jamil Kazi. Nicole Tillotson. Master of Animation and Visualization, Seth Satomi Arnold. Serena Lucy Chow. Shannon Choi. Emily Annalisa Coughlin. Dale Ann DeMello. Charlotte Delane. Jung Won Yong. Kevin Tal Garberg. Ryan Sahar Garberg. Daniel Chi Green. Christine Ji Yong Hung. Peter Van Kommen. Yong Yeon Lee. Isabella Matutini. Jedediah David Morrison. Martin Alexander Suryadi Eng. Nathaniel Richard Phillip. Thomas George Syrianis. Cassidy Grace Xavier. Master of Artificial Intelligence, Cho Chun-sik. Sotero Jr. Ea Miguel Saberon. Akash Kumar Suti. Bachelor of Science in Information Technology with distinction, Master of Artificial Intelligence, Jagadishan Navamani Ramakrishnan. Master of Cybersecurity, Asma Mohammed Al-Aslani. Victor Babin. Wei Tao Chen. Syed Misbah ul Hassan. Yashesh Piyush Kumar Pathak. Chelsea Virgil Pereira. Prathamesh Srivinas Raekar. Kavika Singhal. Brian Jung. Master of Information Technology in Business Information Systems, Shahid MD Sodidullah. Dale Chelsea Vass. Master of Information Technology in Cybersecurity, Ishfaqwe Kamar Kiliji. Nikhil Sai Reddy Paduru. Rahul Pereira. Master of Information Technology in Data Analytics, Janice Riona Mendez. Harjot Singh Ravinder Singh Sethi. Bachelor of Science in Information Technology with credit, Master of Interaction Design, Sharon Santosh. Master of Technology, Anna Rizki Aji. Master of Technology Management, Samantha Kunis. Graduate Certificate in Technology Management, Master of Technology Management, Kimberly Jane Dudley. Master of Technology Management in Artificial Intelligence, David Kwang Nguyen. Graduate Certificate in Artificial Intelligence Management, Master of Technology Management in Artificial Intelligence, Abdul Fahim Rahimi. Graduate Certificate in Technology Management, Master of Technology Management in Artificial Intelligence, Samantha Kate Brannigan. Graduate Certificate in Technology Management, Master of Technology Management in Cybersecurity, Hai Hong Huang. Philip John O'Connor. Bachelor of Information Technology Honours with First Class Honours, Bachelor of Information Systems with Distinction, Pinak Limaya. Bachelor of Information Technology with Distinction, Bachelor of Business with Distinction, Joya Alana Maurice Guerrero. Bachelor of Information Technology with Distinction, Bachelor of International Studies with Distinction, Rebecca Chi Kwan Lu. Bachelor of Science in Information Technology with credit, Bachelor of Business with credit, Daniel Setjuan. Owais Wasif Ukaye. Bachelor of Computing Science, Tobias James Brooks. Bachelor of Cybersecurity with Distinction, Lachlan John Alcott. Kyle Luis Alvarez. Nilethi Esara Bano da Silva. George Stephen Prevetanos. Bachelor of Cybersecurity with credit, Alexandra Angelina Lester. Bachelor of Information Systems, Trisha Suruj. Bachelor of Information Technology with Distinction, Chanudi Neja Abiwikrama. Jekri Cáceres Masal. Trin Hei Chan. Nitesh Chand. Aaron Chandra. Patrick G. Edmonds. Ali Farhat. Warana Kula Surya Sineth Pansilu Fernando. Ji Min Han. Jia Wei Huang. Massimo Yani. Ji Yoon Jung. Wen Rui Zhang. Zachary Owen Jones. Aori Kim. Alexandros Kotrolos. Valerie Kusumo. Felix Lim. Princess Marvella Lius. Wilson Lau. Chamudi Hasara Nanayakara. Kevin Nathaniel. Cho Wee Parker. Jean Park. Jin Sung Park. Joseph Ricardo Pelletieri. Dinelli Chamitra Pereira. Christian Kevin Pungadi. Ethan Prosser. Sharon Jen Putri. Andrew Joshua Rondondou. Kartigayan Sekad. Cindy Vo. Jason Chi Hei Yap. Neha Yogeswaran. Frank Yu. Vina Uniati. Bachelor of Information Technology with credit, Marian Alkuri. Yi Ming Chair. Sebastian Chen. David Nathaniel Jinga. Mohammed El Miselmani. Da Yeon Yoon. Guan Ting Fang. Dominic Jason Gunawan. Tai Lin Ho. Jia Chi Zhang. Tikshana Pinipidu Karadana Lekamlage. Samnang Vaf Kun. Do Young Lee. Stephen Leonardo. Joseph Edward Munt. Ibrahim Nasir. Bui Kim Chuk Nguyen. Megan Seo. Jessica Vo. Chang Yi Wang. Wen Xuan Wang. Warsha Namodi Wirasuriya Wanakula Wirasuriya. Jia Peng Yang. Bachelor of Information Technology, Wei Zhen Wu. Bachelor of Information Technology, Co-op with Distinction, Thea Samantha Abad. Arnav Agrawal. Lachlan Atak. Shawaiz Bhatti. Juliana Platewska. Adam Marko Bucic. Dylan Nelson Catterall. Remus Antonio Kira. Gracelyn Dow. Amy Diaz. Albie Doyle. Charlotte Rose Heron. Annie Tao Yuen Huyn. Bhavya Kemlani. Barbara Nicole Pacheco. Isabella Rose Ryan. Raina Sankar. Anish Sharma. Nithi Yasri Sai Surya Deepan. Georgia Charissa Wijaja. Jessica Wilson. Svetlana Yamina. Bachelor of Information Technology Co-op with credit, Michaela Shamley. Bachelor of Science in Information Technology with distinction, Jaime Ricardo Martin Palacio. Bachelor of Science in Information Technology with credit, Jeremiah William Bates. Se Jin He. Ragib Maula. Dewan Stridham. Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, Martin Chia. Master of Information Technology in Business Information Systems, Zainab Zafar. Bachelor of Information Technology with credit, Jen B. Bachelor of Information Technology, Yuan Ran Nie.
Pro-Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology.
On behalf of all at UTS, I would like again to say a huge congratulations to all of our new graduates. And graduates, you might join me in this. Just as importantly, congratulations to your family and friends who have given their support, love and understanding during your studies. Finishing a degree is a major milestone, and we don't underestimate the amount of hard work and sacrifice you have made in reaching this goal. You should be very proud of what you have achieved. Your university certainly is very proud of you. Your graduation is one of the most important moments in your life and brings with it both opportunities and challenges. The opportunities available have never been greater. UTS graduates are held in high esteem by employers, not only because of the quality of the education you have received here, but also because of the university's very practical nature. Conversely, the challenges in the workplace have never been greater. Scrutiny and the expectations of society are already high and continues to grow. I would urge you all to maintain the highest level of professional and personal integrity, to confront with courage the inevitable ethical dilemmas as they arise, and to remember that the caution is that the behaviour you walk past is the behaviour that you condone. Beyond the opportunities and the challenges, a graduation signals that you have gained new knowledge. Use it wisely and responsibly. Ensure that the impact is a positive one, that you are seen to contribute, not be a taker. I say this particularly because you are graduates of a University of Technology. Technology can definitely be applied as a force for good, but be alert to the unintended consequences. And even more importantly, to applications of technology which are intentionally not benign. As you use this knowledge, keep in mind that the public generally will not understand technology in the way that you do. The public is receiving very mixed messages about technology on a daily basis, raising important information about risks, but also the risks of new and seemingly uncontrolled technologies are being emphasised. How you communicate about technology, its benefits and risks, can shape the reaction to your work, and in a small way perhaps also the public understanding of science and technology. There will be times, however, when knowledge alone is not enough. You'll be required to make judgments where the answer is not clear. Judgments informed by experience, particularly the experience gained of having made mistakes. We all make mistakes, but they provide the best learning and build the reserves of judgment upon which we can later draw. So my challenge to all of you here today is to make sure you make enough space and time to acquire and deepen your judgment skills. Perhaps that'll involve doing the unthinkable and turning off the iPhone and the laptop. To just think. Think about the questions you need to ask. Think about the answers that you receive from that. Think about the judgment calls you need to make. Finally, we hope that your relationship with UTS does not end today. I can tell you that your career will definitely involve in multiple dimensions requiring new and continuous learning. And we're very focused on how we can support you, our alumni, in your lifelong learning needs. So now we welcome you to the Global UTS Alumni. That's a community of 283,000. Please stay involved and stay in touch, and remember that our alumni office is your lifelong connection to UTS. So may I congratulate you all once again and wish you every success in applying the skills and knowledge that you have gained from this world-class institution. I now invite Mr. Glenn Babington, Chief Operating Officer and Vice President, to introduce the occasional speaker.
Pro-Chancellor, our occasional speaker today is Mr. Alec Lynch. Alec is the founder and CEO of Design.com, a leading online design company used by millions of entrepreneurs and small businesses around the world. Alec launched the company in 2007 at the age of 23. Today, Design.com is one of the leading AI design companies in the world. It employs over 200 people and generates more than $100 million in annual sales. Alec holds a Bachelor of Information Technology from the University of Technology, Sydney, where he was awarded a co-op scholarship and the University Medal. In 2014, Alec was named EY's Entrepreneur of the Year in Emerging category in New South Wales. It therefore gives me great pleasure to invite Alec Lynch to deliver the occasional address.
So my name's Alec, I'm the founder and CEO of Design.com, as Glenn mentioned, but I'm also a really proud alumnus of UTS. Despite not wearing any robes, I did graduate. I would like to start by also saying a massive congratulations to all of the graduates today. And I know there's been a lot of clapping, but I'd like to propose again that clapping and also the cheering bit. That's fantastic for our graduates. There we go. Like that. Today is a very special day for you all, and I can tell you it's one that you will never forget as graduates, but also I think family members as well. I can still remember my graduation day here. It was a long time ago. I had my parents here. I had my grandmother who travelled from a country town to come to the ceremony and then lunch after. But you all have limited people you can invite here, and it was the same when I graduated. And I had an uncle that didn't make the cut. He didn't get a ticket. But once I graduated, that uncle proceeded to call me every week for advice about anything technology related. He needed help with his phone, his TV, basically anything with electricity. He thought because I graduated from UTS, I could help him. So it's also a huge congratulations to all the parents, family members, friends, partners here. You now have someone you can call when your Wi-Fi is not working. Today I wanted to share a few stories with you. The first story I want to share with you is about Brad. So Brad is a friend of mine that I went to uni with. And Brad was not top of the class in terms of his academics, but he was very smart. And in uni, he always had a side hustle. And when Brad left uni, when he graduated, he didn't go and get a conventional job. He started his own business. It was a small business where he was going around and helping people in their homes set up their home offices. He would help them procure computers and monitors and things like that. He was going around and helping uncles set up their home offices. And Brad did that for a couple of years and was just a small business that didn't really take off. But while he was doing that, he had his idea for his second business. And this business was totally different. Brad bought a domain name, golfclubs.com.au, and decided he would start manufacturing golf clubs in China and importing them here. He invented a new brand of golf clubs, and he did that for a couple of years, and that was more successful than his first business, albeit totally different. I don't think he learnt much about golf here at UTS, but he learnt the skills that he needed to run that business. He sold that business after a couple of years in his mid-20s, and he made a few $100,000. That's not enough money for a private jet or a boat, but it was enough money for a deposit on an apartment, a house in Sydney. After that, Brad started his third business. It was a business that this time he went and got investors. He got some venture capital investors from the US, and a few years later, Brad sold that business for a few $1 million this time. Brad then went to America and he started his fourth business. He had seen the success of Afterpay and Zip Money here in Australia, and he started a business like that in America and later sold that back to Zip Money for tens and tens of millions of dollars. I'm not sure what the final number is. Brad now has an apartment in New York, 2 properties in Sydney, and I'm pretty sure he also does have a boat now. So second story I want to share with you is, why am I sharing you this story about Brad? Brad was invited to be here today, couldn't make it, so you've got me instead. Second story I want to share with you is about Jane. Now, I met Jane about 10 years ago. Jane didn't go to UTS, but she did study at university. She studied accounting. And when Jane left university, she went and worked in one of the big 4 accounting firms here and didn't really like it. In her own words, she described it. She said that she felt like she was mediocre at that and she didn't really love it. So Jane started her own fashion business, selling clothes out of her family garage initially. And eventually, she took that business online and it became incredibly successful, a business called Showpo. And Jane is now on TV as one of the sharks on Shark Tank. For all the graduates here today, Jane and Brad, they were once sitting in an audience like you. So if you look to the left or right of you, perhaps there's someone in the audience here today that is the next Jane or Brad. I did also want to share a little bit of my own story with you. When I was at university here at UTS, I did a couple of internships at quite large businesses, one of the big 4 banks. I spent 6 months there and I did an internship at a large US software company that had an office here. And the reason I studied at UTS and studied software and programming at UTS is I loved the innovation side of things, the creativity that afforded me with those skills and knowledge. And as a very young person in those big businesses, those particular businesses, I couldn't see that it'd be a number of years before I could have that sort of opportunity to really have an impact. So when I left uni, I started my first business out of uni, and I started it with a friend from uni who had studied here as well. His name was Adam. Adam and I, we were 21 at the time. We had no idea what we were doing, and that business basically failed in about 12 months. We didn't really make much money. It was a software business. And we both needed to get jobs. I then went and worked in a strategy consulting company for 2 years, learnt a lot more about business, and while I was there, I had the idea for my second business, which is today Design.com. And I started that second business actually with Adam as well. in the first 2 years of that business, I worked from home. I started it with a laptop and 3 credit cards, and I went into about $60,000 of debt. This was in 2007. This is sort of before startups were, I think, cool. That was actually super challenging. It turns out I still didn't know what to do. But after a couple of years, I realized we needed investors. And I can remember one early pitch meeting with an angel investor here in Sydney. It was in the city, and the angel investor's name was Les. And the initial meeting was a coffee meeting. I had my slides printed out. I had all the financials printed out. And we were about an hour into the meeting. I'd finished with explaining the business, doing my pitch. And I said, Les, I'm going to show you the projections now. And Les slid them to one side, and he said, I have no idea if your business is going to work. I know nothing about design. But you quit a job to do this. You moved back home to live with the family to do this. You've taken a big risk. And he said, I love your balls. He said, I will invest $300,000 on a handshake right now, but I've got one question for you. Will you work hard? And Les ended up investing in 2009, and a couple of years ago, Les invested $2 million again as part of a broader capital raising. Over that last 15, 17, well, in September it'll be 18 years for me running this business. The business has grown from sort of out of the garage startup to employ, as Glenn said, over 200 people and have over $100 million of revenue. But for me personally, it's also gone from being my startup, my second business, to my life's work. And I can tell you I absolutely love what I get to do every day in running my own business. You get tremendous variety. You get to work with great people. You get to choose who you get to work with. And lots of opportunities to be creative and impact the world and the people around you in some ways. So why did I choose to tell you these 3 stories? Well, I am passionate about entrepreneurship, but these stories aren't just about entrepreneurship. They're about graduates, people leaving university and then finding their path in life, finding what they're meant to do in the world. And my message to all the graduates, all of you, is this: don't simply be in your career and in your life a passenger on the train. Don't simply be a cog in the machine of the world or another company or Australia. I encourage you to be brave, to back yourself, to be adventurous, to think big, to take risks, make mistakes. And I encourage you to try and create something new in your career, whatever that is, or in your life, not necessarily in your work. It could be something small. It might be you might make some art, you might start a blog, you might create a little website. But I encourage you to try and have an impact on the world around you. And some of you might even create your own business, and I'd encourage you to do that, to not just be a cog in someone else's machine, but to create your own machine. I think that for all of you right now, you have a wonderful opportunity at this point in your life. You're graduating from university, and a lot of you will have freedom that you've never had before, freedom of time from your studies, but also at the age you're at, freedom to choose what direction you take from here, what job you have. You also have incredible skills and knowledge that you have learned here and even before university that less than 1% of the world has access to. And I want to share with you that every student here is capable of something really amazing. So find what you love, find your life's work. Today, it's possible to change the world with just a laptop and the skills that you have. And I want to leave you with 2 pieces of advice. Every day when you wake up, don't look to the left or right to see who's going to be the next Brad or Jane. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, why not me? What will I create today? And second piece of advice, if your uncle calls you for help with the Wi-Fi, take the call, but give him the wrong advice. If you do that enough times, he'll stop calling. Thank you.
Well, I'd like to thank Alec as the occasional speaker on this important day of the graduation. An inspiring speech by an entrepreneur with great humility and obviously clear persistence and self-belief. And the takeaway message I take from him is don't be a passenger, look in the mirror and drive the train. Graduates, it's our hope that at your time at UTS that we've provided you the knowledge and the experience that's broadened your thinking, broadened your circle of friends and colleagues, has firmed your values and developed your character, has inculcated persistence and perseverance, and ignited your curiosity, all in a way that will help you make those courageous decisions that Alex spoke of in choosing your path and making an impact on our world. As you leave today to rightfully celebrate with your family and friends, do so knowing that you go with the best wishes and the pride of UTS. Again, congratulations.
Pro-Chancellor, guests and graduates, that occasional address concludes the formal proceedings of this ceremony. On behalf of the Pro-Chancellor, I invite all of you to join the official party for refreshments. This will be served in the Great Hall foyer, just outside here, and in the balcony room adjoining this hall. Photography, framing, and memorabilia services are located on level 4, which is one level below here. The academic procession is about to leave the Great Hall. As it does, I invite our new graduates to join the procession, which will end in the balcony room. Would the congregation please stand while the academic procession departs the hall? Sorry. Thanks.